Hi, I'm Embry and this is Embry's Corner and welcome back to my channel. I do have another video for you guys today. Today's video is story time. And this story time is about the time my friends decided they were gonna set me up with a guy. And they actually attempted to do this more than once, but this is just like the one time that I really remember. So let's just get into the story, okay? So this happened while I was while I was in GT classes. Actually, like right before maybe like a couple years before I graduated. And like at this point, like me and my friends had started hanging out a little bit. I think this was right after my 21st birthday. This is right before. This was right before my 21st birthday. I was like, I think I was like 20 years old. And my friend's biggest thing is that I need a boyfriend. I need a boyfriend. I need a boyfriend. Cause like I said, I'm shy when it comes to guys. So they always were trying to find ways to get me out of my comfort zone. And most of the time, they would be trying to set me up with some guys they knew. That's just who they were. And so, like I said, we was hanging out a lot around this time. But at this time, one of my friends had been cool with like these brothers that she knew, and she had known them for a while. She actually had known them since high school, and that's another story. But she had actually known them since high school. And so like when I guess like they had kept in touch all that time. So like when everybody had like finished school or whatever and I had dropped out, I guess they reconnected. And so she introduced my friend to one guy, and they had started talking or whatever. And then like one night out the blue, they all like get me on the phone, and like we all started talking. And my other friend introduced me actually to his brother. Well, she don't introduce me. He introduced himself. But they like to say they set me up. That's what they say. But only one of my friends said they set me up. The other one said she didn't have to do with that. But they set me up. And so my other friend, she actually ended up dating her guy for I want to say almost a year, a little over a year maybe. They actually went together for about a year. And so the guy I was talking to, which was the other guy's oldest brother, we started out just talking on the phone and texting and all of that, and he was like really cool. But like I was like really shy, really nervous. I don't know what it is about me, but like when a guy shows interest in me, I kind of like want to run. I don't know. That's just like the first instinct that sets into me is to run from them. And he wasn't like a bad guy or anything, but he just, I don't know. He just, I don't think I just wasn't into him like that. But he was a really sweet person. And so we talk on the phone and we'd text and everything. And so I ended up finding out later, like after we had been talking for a little while, cause like one of my friends, like she always wanted to know what we would talk about and stuff like that. And I really don't like to tell my friends and stuff like that about. I really don't like for them to be involved in guys I talk to. I'm like that. I don't want them to, especially if I'm just talking to, I don't want them to like be friends with them or know them, because if it doesn't work out, you know what I mean, and I dump him, but then my friends are gonna be cool with him, so then like they become friends with him, so now I got to instinctively be cool with this person again because my friends are cool. I don't have to, but I just feel like it's better if we don't like do that. I just like to keep it separate. Like my dating life and my friend life is separate, which is why I think this kind of like went south, because he had already established a relationship with one of my friends. And the other one of my friends, he was actually really good friends with, just because she was dating her. She was dating his brother, and there was nothing wrong with that, except for like when it went south, it was awkward. But anyway, so me and the guy was talking or whatever, and there was this one time like we all had decided to like go and drive, because they actually don't, like I told you, my friends actually live in a town in like the next two towns over. Like one of my friends live in the town next to us, and then my other friend, she lives on the town on the outskirts of the other town next to us. So and those guys, they actually live in another town, like a good maybe hour or two away from us. And so one day, because like my friend, one of my friends was dating the brother, we had decided on the whim, okay, we just gonna go up there. Well, on the way there, we ended up getting lost and everything. I mean, it was a trip. My friend was in the front seat screaming, talking about some, help me, I don't know where I'm going. You got to drive. I told you to drive. I think my friend just had got her license at this point. It's like she wasn't like the most, she was like the most experienced driver. She was still like kind of a new driver, and it was kind of a thing for my other friends to like let her drive every now and then so she could get used to the road, which was a good idea at the time because I think it actually worked. But she was like, I don't want to drive. I told you to drive. You should have drove. All that kind of stuff. And so then like we eventually did get up there, and we was up there for I don't know how long. I think we was up there to like, I want to say that night. We was up there till that night, and then we left and went to bowling alley. I don't told y'all that. We went to another town, to a bowling alley, and we bowled and ate pizza and all that kind of stuff. If that was not mistaken, I think that was right before they introduced me to that guy. But anyway, me and that guy was talking on the phone a lot. And anytime we had really got to know each other, I had really got comfortable. And the one thing I look for when I talk to guys and anything like that is comfortability. If I can be comfortable, if I can talk to you, have a conversation with you, and just connect with you. That's one thing that's how I like you, if I can do all that. And he was really good at making me comfortable. I mean, like, really good. The only problem is that I wasn't attracted to him. And that's me saying, that's been the problem a lot of times. Like, I might talk to a guy, and he might be a nice guy, he might even be cute, but I don't feel it. I don't feel the sparks. I don't know what it is. I don't feel it. I've always been the type of person that, like, if I'm not into you, then there's no reason for me really to talk to you. I mean, outside of just being friends. And I kind of feel like it was more like a friend vibe than like a boyfriend vibe. But he was nice. But then, like, we would have a conversation, and then like my friends would come back and be like, oh, well, he told me such and such, and he told me such and such about what you said. And I didn't like that. Because first of all, you like me, right? So then why are you going back and telling my friends conversations that we don't have with each other? I really didn't like that, and I think that's one reason why that wasn't gonna work. Simply because of that. That was not gonna work. I don't like that. I don't like when it almost made me feel like, I don't know, they had a hand in something that was supposed to be between me and him. And I love my friends, but I never want us to be that close. I never want us to be that close. That's just not what I'm trying to do. I try to stay out their love life and their affairs, and I want the same respect. So I say from not every time they try to set me up now, I be like, well, maybe that's not a good idea. I understand you think he a cool person, and that's good on your end, but like, I ain't finna talk to him because I ain't got time for us to be discussing stuff and him going back and telling you what we don't discuss as if it was any of your business purpose. And like I said, I don't mind him being friends with my friend, but I don't ever want my man to get comfortable enough with having a conversation to my friends about me, because then I feel like that's the doorway for other problems to occur. Like, not saying that any of my friends would ever do that, but like infidelity, cheating, that's just a doorway for other stuff like that to happen. And I never wanted to be like that, because I don't believe my friends would ever do that to me. But sometimes friendships can turn into something else, and I know how that works, and I don't like that. I don't like when a man could go to my friend and have a conversation about me or about anything that we discuss with her. I don't like that, and I would never do that to him. If I'm friends with somebody he know, anything that me and him discuss is between me and him. I never take it to his friends, to his partners, to anybody that I'm cool with. They'll never hear from me about anything about him unless he go back and tell them. Then that's on him. Now, if I had went back and told my friends things that we were discussing, that would have been one thing. And maybe she mentioned it to him, and he like, "Oh, well, yeah, we talked about this, and this, and this." I can't get mad with him because I started it. But he was going back and telling them things that we was discussing, and I didn't like that. And that wasn't cool to me. I know y'all probably thinking, well, that's stupid to be mad. I didn't get mad with him about it. I just simply said that it wasn't gonna work, and it wasn't, because come to find out later, him and his brother was into some other stuff that we had no clue. Like, they was robbing people that we didn't know about. Like, they was like low key robbing people, and so that wasn't gonna work anyway. Simply because of that, I think one of the brothers ended up doing time. The other one went to jail, but the other one ended up doing time. So he just like he went to prison. And it wasn't nothing wrong with him. Like I said, he was a sweet guy. He's like a really nice guy, but I wasn't feeling it. I didn't like that. But how we first met, how we actually ended up meeting in person was one night. Me and my friends I had just got back in the house from being with them, and like I think they had been trying to contact them all night, trying to meet up and link up so we could just like meet each other, whatever. And so they had just dropped me off at home, and my friend called me out of nowhere talking about some yeah, I'm gonna put your clothes back on. We come back around to get you. They want to meet us at Walmart, and that was like our little hang spot. Like that. Walmart used to be our stumping grounds. I don't know what it is about the Walmart down here where I'm at, but that just seemed to be where everybody gathered, especially at night. Everybody just gathered at the Walmart and just chill. Whether it be in the parking lot or in the actual store, we just be in there chilling. We don't do that now because of COVID, but before COVID, that was like the spot. And it was like another little place called Chocolate. I'm giving out names and everything. Another little place down here, like a little pool hall that we used to go to, and we used to meet up there sometimes, but not with those guys, but with other people, and they used to be fun too. But she had wrote me up and was like, yeah, put some clothes back on. We're going back out to meet with them. They down here. They want to meet with us. I said, all right. So I had to tell my mom I'm about to leave out again. She actually ended up getting mad at me. She said, I don't like it when you leave out the house like this late. It's too late for you to be out. But she said, you can go ahead and go. She said, just make sure you be back in here before a certain time. I say, all right, because it was like close to 12 o'clock. It wasn't quite close to 12 o'clock, but it was touching it. So I leave, we go back out, and I meet the guy for the first time. And he was, like I said, he was really nice. He asked me that question. My friend actually ended up staying with me the whole time, because I was so scared and I did not want to be left alone with him. I don't know why I was like that. I did not want to be left alone with him. I said, you cannot leave me here. You got to stay right here with me. You cannot leave me with this dude. I don't know this dude. You cannot leave. She said, all right, I ain't going. So she said, it was like 3 guys now. So it was the one that my other friend was talking to. Then they got one for my other friend, the one that knew them since high school, and then one for me. So my other friend, the other guy had went to the car, in the back of the car, and they was sitting down talking. And then those 2 guys was outside the car with us talking. And my other friend, like right here on the side of me, leaning on the car and talking to this guy, and I was talking to him. And so like after a few minutes, after she like realized I had got a little bit more comfortable with him and her walked off, and we was just talking or whatever. And he seemed like pretty cool. Like I said, I kind of know like right off the back, like if it's gonna be anything, and I really don't waste no time. Like, I'll entertain you for a minute, but then once I start to feel like you getting more serious than I do, I don't really feel it. I'll give you subtle hints as to let you know like it ain't going nowhere but friendship for me. Like, I don't see it going any farther than it, cause like I don't like to waste time. I don't like to waste your time, but I also don't want to hurt your feelings. I think that sometimes that's my problem, because I could just go ahead and just say it, like right off the bat. Oh, you suck. You a nice dude, and I think we'd be really good friends. But anything outside of it, I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm not feeling it. But I think I just be trying not to hurt their feelings. So I just like I prolong telling them. So then like they might do something to make me mad. So I just cut them off completely, which I probably shouldn't do, but I do. I'm weird. Yeah, I am weird like that. I do stuff like that, but I just know when it's not gonna go anywhere. So I just like leave it where it is. And then this dude lived in like a whole nother town. I was not driving here, and even if I was driving, I was not finna drive to the boonies to see him all the time. I was not. That was dead. I was not. He wasn't finna come up here and lay around in my house. That wasn't gonna happen, because I live with my mama, and my mama is not having it, and I wasn't gonna be having it either. It just wouldn't work. It would have been mostly a phone relationship. That wasn't gonna work. And then he was too close to my friends, too close for me to be comfortable with, and I was never going to be okay with somebody that wanted to talk to me being that close to my friends, which is why I say I tell my friends to this day, I say you'll meet him, but like y'all would never be friends. You could just squash that. Like you and any guy that I'm talking to could never be friends, never ever be friends. You will meet him and you could talk to him when I'm with him, but outside of that, I don't want no Facebook friendships, no Instagram follows, no Twitter follows, no Snapchat friendships. That's dead. Like, if you need to ask him something, you can ask him through me. You ask me and I'll ask him for you, but you're not finna be texting my man phone asking him can he do this for you, or asking him to ask me to do this for you. You're not finna be doing that. That's dead. I'm never gonna be okay with that with my friends. We friends, but no, sis, not my man. Not my man. Not anybody that I'm talking to or laying up with or whatever I'm doing with. Nobody. Nope. And one of my friends, I think she kind of got offended the first time I ever told her. Cause she's like, why not? Why not? When you want to, no, I don't, cause I feel like sometimes, like my friends never did this, but I feel like sometimes, like when you let your girlfriends meet or know the guy that you're talking to, it's always like, oh, he tried to talk to me once, and I really didn't like him like that, but I think he might be. I don't got time for that. Like, keep that over there. Like, oh, I know him. Like, he tried to talk to my. No, anytime you introduce a guy to somebody that you cool with, or somebody that your friends are cool with, he always try to talk to her, or he always try to talk to somebody that. And I got time for that. Like, chill, sis. Why you need to tell me that? You need to let me know that somebody that I'm talking to want to talk to you once. I really don't care. Or he talked to your sister once. I really don't care. Like, keep the information to yourself. What are you trying to do? Warn me off of wanting to talk to him? Like, chill. I don't like stuff like that. You will never be able to one up me like that on somebody I'm talking to. Never. Cause you will never get that close to him for you to figure some mess like that out. You will never find his Instagram, his Facebook, or anything like that. Don't even go on his Facebook page. Ain't no reason for you to be on there. That's a wrap. I don't do that business. You can keep it over there. That's bad. That's bad. That's just cause for problems. And I don't like letting Facebook know my business. Like, I'm just not telling Facebook that I got a YouTube channel. And I had my YouTube channel since like the beginning of maybe last year. Or the early months of last year. So like, the fact that I'm just not telling Facebook about it proves to you how private of a person I am. I don't believe in putting everything on social media. I don't let social media know everything. I let YouTube know everything because I'm serious about it. But as far as Facebook, Instagram, they know what I tell them, and that's just that on that. I ain't gonna never tell them more than what I want them to know, and that's just that. That's just how I am. I'm gonna always be like that. I don't take no drama to Facebook. I'm never gonna do that. Cause there ain't none of the social media business what I got going on, who I'm arguing with. If I'm beefing with somebody, I'm gonna always do it in person. I'm gonna have it out with you in person. I'd rather you see me telling you what I want you to know than me typing it and adding you. I'm just gonna tell it to you straight to your face, because ain't no sense in me doing all that. That's just a whole lot. Or I call you on the phone and let you know I got a problem with you. I'm never gonna get on Facebook. I'm never gonna get on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and do all that. That's just not the type of person I am. I'm never gonna be a type of person. Any kind of problems I'm having with family, friends, we handle it with each other. We don't take it to social media. It's not worth it. Never worth it. And that's why Facebook will never know if I'm in a relationship. Facebook will never know if I'm married. Facebook will never know if I don't have a child. It will never know. Unless somebody post it up and tell folks that, oh, such and such pregnant, she pregnant. That's the only way they're going to find it, because they won't hear it from me. They won't hear it from me. Facebook will not hear it from me. And that's just that on that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't think it was that long. I guess it was kind of interesting. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. But I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I always say, leave comment, like, subscribe to what you think, what you want to hear. I will do my very best to make it happen for you. And I'll see you next one. Bye.